Kia ora, tēnā koe, Fi Jamieson-Folland, the lifestyle aligner with, in which areas of your life are you settling? So what I mean by this is you might be able to relate. I was actually to this question and how it came up is because a friend of mine, Oleg, who has created this really interesting podcast, which is all about overcoming the odds. And he said, well, so in the interview, what would you find it most interesting to speak about? So we just talking generally, and he said, so how about we cover, so he plucked it out from the chat that we had, so it's very astute, I felt, the thought about just basically kind of going along. The way I think of it is it's like being half asleep and just kind of ticking along and going through the motions and just thinking, oh, well, that's the way it is. As opposed to, and there's definitely a space for that. There's definitely a space for one day at a time. Everything is going to happen in divine right order. I don't have to rush. As opposed to, well, that's just the way things are and I better just put up with it. Like I say, there's a time for that. You know, it's like, for example, if I was pregnant day one, pardon me, and it was summertime and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I have this whole summer to get through it, and I'd actually much rather have a kiddie now so I can play with that child and the child can start growing up. I mean, delusional, right? It's going to take 9 months at least, you know, give or take, for that baby to come. And so that's not just putting up with that situation, it's just part of the course. And yet there are, you know, it was a great question for me because it had me really stop and really think, hang on a second, what is it in which areas am I just putting up with things where it might be that I need to step up. What is it that I can, who is it that I need to be to actually have the changes happen that I'm desiring? So I have a feeling that you might find this interview interesting too. So check out, if you're reading the blog, there'll be the link. But otherwise, check out the link that you'll see with this video. And I look forward to seeing you on this week's Alive with V. Ciao for now.